So maybe you've just joined for the release of the Raiden Shogun, or you've played this game for a bit but you don't know what you're doing. Well, this video is for you because today I'll be going over the 5 tips to help you on your playthrough of Genshin Impact. My first tip is to play the characters you like and enjoy. Personally, I'm the type of person who enjoys playing characters for their design and aesthetic, and I feel so bad because on so many forums and Reddit posts, I'll see people telling others that they have trashed characters and that they've ruined their account and that they can't make a good team. It's true, some characters have more utility than others. I think at the end of the day, if you love a character, you should play them and screw the meta if they're considered low tier characters. Luckily, Genshin is a really forgiving game, and any character, if they are well built and invested in, will carry you through the game. So if you love Chi-Chi, use her. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. My second tip is to loot everything. This game is all about resource management. You might think that mask you just picked up from the hilly trail you just killed is useless, but I can guarantee you this is not the case. Almost all of the items you pick up can and will be used to ascend your characters, upgrade weapons, or increase talent levels. Who knows, maybe the materials you pick up today can be used to upgrade a character you pick up in the future. My third tip is to make sure that you are paying attention to the Serena Teapot. I get it, many of us came to the game for the combat and fighting, and would prefer to leave the decorating and building houses to Animal Crossing. But the Serena Teapot is actually super important. The Realm Depot sells many important things such as transient resin, hero's wits, and enhancement crystals. These items can be used to help you farm or ascend your characters and weapons. Lastly, the teapot also has gardening, which can be used to grow different plants that you need for ascending your characters. And yes, I know the rate at which the plants grow is kind of trash, but if you aren't able to play a lot every day, this can make a huge difference between being able to ascend a character and not. My fourth tip would be to focus on a few characters at a time. Like I stated earlier, Genshin is all about resource management. With a limited amount of resources in the game, it's really important to prioritize the characters that matter to you. Farming the materials you need to properly gear up and level your characters will be difficult. Even now at rank 53, I still struggle to have enough materials to level up my characters, upgrade my weapons, farm artifacts, and ascend talents. By focusing on 1 or 2 characters, you can prevent a situation where you spread yourself too thin. It's better to have 1 or 2 strong characters rather than a team of 4 poorly invested in characters. My last and final tip is to make sure that you max out on Resin every day. I know most people tend to focus on commissions, which is also important, but I personally think Resin is more important than your commissions. This is a huge topic which could be a video in and of itself, but I'll try to break it down into a simple manner. Resin is a currency that is used to access various dungeons and events in Teapot that can be used to upgrade your characters. Ley lines, which are marked by a blue or yellow mist, can be used to farm experience books or Mora. Weapon ascension domains can be used to farm materials to ascend your weapons. Talent book domains can be used to obtain talent books to ascend your character's talent levels. And lastly, there are artifact domains that should be used to farm artifact sets to empower your characters. Though realistically, you should not be farming artifact domains until you are AR 45, which increases the rate at which 5-star artifacts drops. Additionally, Resin can be used to fight world bosses to obtain materials and crystals for ascending your characters. Last but not least, there are weekly bosses like Dvalin, Ajdaha, and Andreas that can only be farmed once a week for talent ascension materials. It should be noted that ley lines and domains cost 20 resin to access, whereas world bosses cost 40 resin to obtain the rewards for killing them. The weekly bosses are a bit weird in that they only cost 30 resin for the first 3 weekly bosses that you beat, and anything after that costs 60 resin. Domains rotate out on a daily basis, so make sure that you farm the right domains on the day that you need them. If you're ever confused about your domains, you can always refer to your Adventurer's Handbook to identify which domains are currently available. Whew, that was definitely a lot to take in, and I know it can be super confusing, but hopefully I made it easy for you guys to understand. If you're a newer player and you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below, or if you're a veteran player, please leave some advice down below for some of the newer players out there. And if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and a like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!